I got to say hello first.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Eat that, Daniel.
Yeah, I messed around with the camera. Hey guys, welcome to another week of Volvo Wednesday and learning a complete newbie how to play Hearts of Iron, which shouldn't completely be anymore. Maybe we're lying in the title. I wouldn't say you're a complete newbie anymore. Like, we have gone through the very, very basic of all the interfaces in the first part. Second part, you invaded Uruguay.
Did the war, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was too easy. It was
one.
very scary. It was very scary how easy that was.
Yeah, but don't you worry. Since last week, things have happened in the world, and people seem to kind of dislike you invading Uruguay like that. But if we take a look at the game, we can clearly see that things are not as they were last time. I have made some small edits to kind of help you along the way and maybe speed stuff up. Maybe like I should have done a couple other times, so we actually progressed in the stream. But we can see that Colombia have kind of taken over South America. Almost say North America right there, but no, yes, South America. And in kind of protest against you invading Uruguay. Along with, they also created an anti-Brazilian coalition together with Liberia. Not at all because you're going to learn how to naval invade, but totally because they're angry at you. I added some more factories on both sides, so you can build a bit more stuff and prepare, but also Colombia should be quite a bit harder to take over you right now. They're a pretty large nation. They have a sizable stockpile of equipment.
We bit bigger.
Yeah, exactly. But we need to be quick. If we let them go on for quite a while, they might be a bit difficult for you.
Okay.
But also, since Liberia is with them, we're going to set up a naval invasion to invade them. And with that, I have helped you a tiny bit. I have a small army of Marines right there. And I've also placed a fleet very close by to... Apparently I had not, but it's right there. So, yeah, I think we should begin. But first of all, create me an army. Make a front line against Colombia. And justify a war goal against them. Let's see if you remember how to do all of that.
Do I get to look at any of my alerts, or am I not allowed to look at my alerts right now?
Whatever you want to do. Like, my goal right now, you do exactly what you want to do, but I'm just going to say, okay, from here, the only requirement I have from you, you're going to build some heavy fighters. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I want you to try to figure out how to do right now.
I'm going to guess we produce them here. If it's somewhere different, I will be very upset.
No, that's very correct.
Okay.
You go into production menu.
All right, so you said, so are you talking artillery or tanks? I'm guessing you're talking tanks?
Heavy fighters.
Heavy fighters. Yeah, but that can mean like...
actually, like, oh my god, I didn't even think about it.
Like fighter, like an air...
Yeah, actually, very
airplane?
true.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
airplane. An airplane. Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right, sweet. We literally have heavy fighters. That's good.
Yes.
All right.
They are called something more special if you don't play a generic nation, but as a generic, it's heavy fighter. And you just put, I don't know, 2 factories on it. I think should be enough.
Okay.
This
so you don't want me to use all of my factories?
The other factories you can use for whatever you want to.
No, you said, what was it you said last week? Was it -6 or -8 was the when you were like, oh, we should trade?
-4.
-4, okay. Let's do a little trade then. Just because I can, and why not?
Do it.
Right.
This is just all good. I just want to kind of see what you remember. So you're trading 16 aluminum right now.
Oh shit!
You need 16 aluminum.
Nope. How do I undo that?
So you click on the same trade, and you just drag down the slider.
Okay.
There you go.
They got really excited for a moment there. They were like, "Holy moly!"
I would like you to add a piece of artillery to the division.
To this one? Oh,
yes.
All right. Good.
You might be missing one thing. You need to press save. And since you fought that war with Uruguay, you got 40 arm experience. Actually 50, but I used some of it.
Oh yeah, I got the wee stars.
Yeah.
All right. How do I get to wee star menu?
Menu?
How do I apply my little stars to something, or is it just?
No, you change the division, so every single division on the map right now that was based on this says, oh shit, I'm supposed to have artillery. Hey, stockpile, could you send me some artillery?
So do we use experience for anything other than changing our division designers?
You can also modify tanks. with army experience. There's army experience, naval experience, and air experience. Navy changes navy stuff, air stuff. Army changes both division templates and tanks specialties. Like you can increase the engine to be a bit better. You can increase the armor to be a bit better with arm experience, up to 5 times.
All right, cool beans. So we'll deploy them to like our border for now.
Yeah.
I mean, cool. So how many? Gosh, I don't remember. How many divisions did we make for Uruguay?
Like for Uruguay, we had 9 divisions. They are currently assigned to that army in the bottom. Well, we had some of them already, but I would, with the current this is one of the big things with Hearts Iron. If you check your production right now.
Gosh, hold on. Let me look at all the little things.
Don't worry, we can take it to.
Okay, there we go. Yep.
If you look at production, this is kind of where Hearts Iron experience comes in hand. Here's where you're kind of like, how many divisions can I produce with this industry while doing the other things I want to do? Like, I know a war against Colombia is going to cost me about this much, so I want to have this much stockpile while I produce. So this is all about learning with time to just, oh crap, that cost me a lot more than I expected, so I should probably have not built as many troops, or I should have stockpiled more. So that's all just learning by experience. It's going to take you a very long time, but eventually you will realize, I have 15 factories, I'll set up 4 divisions, two like that, and then I'll assign it. So it's just give it time, and eventually you're like, I got this. I know. Like, I don't have any standard values. I just go by, this probably works, and, well, it probably works.
Okay. So as someone who's new, how can I... So last time we saw we can click on a country and we can sort of see what intel we have on it.
Yes.
So hold on, I want to click on... Intel Ledger. Oh, I know some stuff.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
And
so I want to... So they have 69, nice, to 90k men. So I can't see right now currently how many divisions they have.
No.
I can just see their factories. Oh yeah, I don't see anything on there.
Well, you actually see that they have 2 to 12 divisions.
Okay, awesome. So that's what I'm aiming for, I guess. Like 12 would be a good number. Right now I have 9 and I'm making 1 more.
I would actually say aim for 24.
24. So you want to have double what you're aiming.
I want you to fill up that generals with the max amount of troops, since the front line is very large. So you need troops to cover at least. I would like the entire thing, but I think 24 will be more than enough.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to just get to what all these buttons are.
Yeah. Those 6 divisions right there that I'm gonna restrict that for your naval invasion. So keep them as something separate. But to build these divisions, I'm just gonna take a slight pick over right now. I would recommend either you can do several things. So you need how many more divisions? Bad math. 15 more.
No, 14 more. I've already. Oh, sorry. I've got 9 on the map. I've made 110, so 14. Yeah.
So either you can do it like this, by producing 5. God, and do this. So using this means basically I'll repeat making these 5 divisions forever. Mm-hmm. Like I will always try to have 5 divisions right there and just keep producing them. Gotcha. I will do this 1 time, 2, 3. So that's 15 divisions.
Okay, cool.
And you can see like currently these 5 need 18 support equipment to be fully refilled. But you can also do like this. I want it once and produce 15. Oh god, we can't because we don't have enough men. But if you had a few men, you can at most produce 100,000 men, or 75% of the current numbers doesn't matter. But you could technically do like this, and if you held over here, you could see, oh, I'm missing this many of X amount of equipment, so I should probably ramp up that production a bit more. Pretend like if you produced, can I somehow show it off? Well, I can show it off, but I'm just gonna cheat a tiny bit right now. Okay. I add 2 pieces of artillery right here. I go into this menu, I add 11 divisions, so you can see, oh crap, if I want to produce this many of that division, I'm currently missing quite a bit of artillery, so that's probably something I need to ramp up for. But currently, the only thing you're
making fun of me.
What?
Nurgle's making fun of me. I'm trying to do my best here, Nurgle. You shush.
But in this case, you're all good, and I would produce 5, and since we're only going to produce for this war times 3, and you will slowly but steadily get these 5 divisions, they get like priority on getting that equipment being produced, then they will begin with the next ones. So times 3, that should be excellent, and in time for the war. Another thing I didn't mention before, which is almost a standard, I think, across Hearts of Iron players, is if you look right here, we have reinforcement, upgrades, operation, and garrison. These are different priorities of, if I produce some type of equipment, where should it go? Like, usually, reinforcements always have high priority. Like, always get that new equipment to units on the field. They're already produced, they're on the map, they might be fighting, training, whatever. Get them their equipment. And then, me personally, usually I want garrison to have the same kind of reinforcement standard. They will split with equipment, because if you have a very high resistance level, they will cause a whole bunch of problems and just be annoying. So I want to keep the units on the map as good as possible, and the garrison fully filled. Upgrades, I never care about. Like, if I for some reason would have this spare equipment to make so the people with super bad weapons get better weapons, but it's still weapons, that'll be the very last priority. So this is kind of, I guess, recommendation for me, how to set up the priorities.
I mean, that works for me too. It makes sense. Yep.
And like, there are some more different situations right now. You might even want to have this one on high priority, so the units you want to produce should also get a split of it and have lesser on garrison. So there are tons of different reasons you can play around with these to see what actually works for me in different situations.
What is the next step? Am I jumping steps? Have I missed steps?
Take that general, make a frontline against Colombia.
So what happens if I select more land than I have wee men's? Will it just say nah?
You can actually show that if you now right click on the front line from one of the edges for Colombia. I'll show you.
Okay,
I'll show you quickly. So you zoom in here and then just right click. You can see it like marks green right now.
Yeah.
If I continue all the way, it starts to get yellow. That means we don't have enough divisions, but it's not too bad. Okay, we don't get it, but if it shows red, then it's like, you have done this terribly, you don't have close enough divisions, you should probably not do that. Or you should really reinforce that line. So I'm just going to remove that one and let you...
So when you're actually currently making more divisions, you yourself would just be like, that's fine, it's yellow, I know I'm going to fill out the rest of that division.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So either you click or you draw it the entire way.
No, why? Okay, there we go.
You need to all over the front line. There we go.
Okay. Come on. Do it.
Excellent.
All right.
So the divisions, they have nothing to do. They're going to walk there now. And if you remember, how do I make it so the people we're currently training get instantly deployed to this front line?
Okay. Don't remember? Please show.
Give you a hint. Something in here.
I'm gonna guess it's the location.
First, set the location for them. Sorry, I removed that before. What you did before, since I showed off everything.
Okay.
Set the location close to the front line. I would recommend like in the middle, somewhere in the front line.
Do I have to pick one place? Oh Lord. Do I have to pick one place, or is it? Okay, one place. Okay.
And then one more thing you did almost in the same location, to set it to the division. A bit more to the left.
Nope, you're gonna have to show me. Oh, I did right. Of course I did. Oh yeah, the wee button.
Yes.
Man.
And then you click.
That's just a UI stylish choice rather than.
Yeah. You can complain to Thomas about that. And then you click on the general's portrait or on the front line.
Okay. Well, it wasn't letting me click on the front line. It was like, no, here's a little X by your finger. So I'm gonna click on the. I did. Did I just do the wrong? Oh, it did it. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
So since I've already said, hey, go make a front line, it will automatically just turn that front line into an offensive line, or do I have to do the right click now? Oh no, because I have to do it inside their borders.
Yes.
Dang. All right.
Since they're a huge nation, you can either pick to make it like just here. You can make one huge one over the entire front line, or you could actually split it up in several. But I would recommend either do one small or one very big.
I'll do small. So let's. So we wanted. Oh, so what does the yellow mean currently then?
That you don't have enough divisions to actually move to fill those spots. Like you're telling that once you have done this order, I want divisions to stand on each and every one of these provinces.
This is the hardest MS Paint I've ever done. Do I want to just keep going? Like,
you're fine. Like for this nation, it's gonna be fine with just doing one. Just move in. Doesn't really matter too much. Just get there, get that capital, and they should pretty much fall from that. Now I want you to add a field marshal, which is not something you have done right now before.
Nope.
So what you do is you currently have your general selected. To the left of it, you see the kind of different outline. You just click right there. And you have a field marshal now assigned to it. But you need to also assign a portrait to, assign a general, assign a person to it.
Okay.
In the top left corner, you do the same way you assign generals. But as you can see, you don't have a field marshal. Both of them have the title general. But for the guy that's currently not in use, the guy that does not have stripes over the entire thing, you can see his button has something called promote. For that, use command points, command points is something you use for either different abilities that general have or promoting people. Right now, we're gonna promote the other guy to a field marshal.
This guy then?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Cool.
And then you just click on him, because now he's highlighted, he fits with his role, he's a field marshal, and now you can see he's now in control over him and what could be several other generals beneath him, up to 5. And he just gives him general bonuses for all of his generals beneath him. Now I want you to do a naval invasion order, which is going to be something special. So I want you to use the 6 Marines I prepared. You make your own separate general for them. Yeah. Do you remember how to do that? That was field marshal.
So this one's just new army inside new divisions. New army inside. See the okay.
Army and army group.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There we go.
It's like most of those words are similar. All right.
But you don't have any generals left, so I want you to create a new commander. So that also uses political power.
Okay.
And he randomly got the trait that is extra good leading tanks. Unfortunately, he won't be leading tanks. He will be sending units in naval invasion.
All right. Okay.
And then I want you to right-click the field marshal right now.
Oh, yeah.
You have the general selected, and then you right-click the field marshal.
This one?
No, the same guy as before.
Oh, the same guy as before. Hold on. How do I remove this one then?
Just click on the new guy, and he will be automatically removed.
Oh God. It won't do the thing. Please do the thing. Make him disappear.
Yes. So you click on the general.
Make that man disappear.
It's fine. It's fine. So you click on the general and just right-click on the old guy, and he will automatically be removed since we don't have anything assigned to him.
Okay. So
and now he belongs to him.
Okay. Oh, okay. Right. Gotcha. I see the little. Yeah. Okay. I see how they're grouped together now. Okay. Cool.
And then to the almost the third button to the left, you have a little anchor, and that's the field marshal order or the naval invasion order.
Yep. This guy's got a lot of stuff. This poor field marshal's like, I'm in the land and the sea. Come on, guys.
Yeah, he kind of like there are different kinds of field marshals. Some could be used like if you are playing France, you have some more defensive ones and some more offensive ones. You might want to split up 2 different field marshal for 2 different armor purposes, one for defense, one for offense. Or you could just everyone go to that guy, just give him more general bonus, so he will get more experience and just be in general better for everything.
All right, I'm gonna click this button.
Yes. So right now, all the naval ports in your nation highlighted, because first you need to tell them where from are you gonna naval invade.
Okay. I mean, I think.
I guess it depends on target right now, and your target right now is Iberia.
Yeah. So should I be choosing the place where my wee men are, or the place where my boats are? It feels like my boats would take less time to get to my wee men than vice versa. But
That is correct.
so I'm gonna say I want to do it from here.
Yep.
Oh.
And then, since Liberia is in the anti-Brazil coalition, we need to take them down quickly. So you just right-click where you want to naval invade. So there are some different options where you could naval invade. Either you pick, well, just like you did, the province beside it. But then you need to be quick to grab a place where they actually have a port. Ports are super important to grab when you naval invasion, because otherwise they won't have supply. It's absolutely terrible. Like, they will die very quickly.
I maybe then want to take this one first because it's got the port. Okay.
I recommend that. Now you actually have both of them selected. Now you're not.
There we go.
There we go. But yeah, they're selected now. They will try to naval invade it, but it takes some time to prepare. So it's gonna take what is it, 6 times 7? I don't want to look that up right now. I'm just gonna hold over right here and see. It takes 42 days right now, and it's also gonna require 12 convoys. But it's gonna prepare that all for themselves. You don't have to worry about it right now. In 42 days, you could potentially activate that order, but we're not at war with them right now. I wanted to justify a war goal against Colombia. You have right now currently been pretty much exclusively in the F1 army map mode. If you press F2, you go into the naval area. And you can see currently that you have one gray portrait there in the bottom, which is basically empty admiral slot with all your boats in right now. And it seems like I might have accidentally... Okay, I'm just going to very quickly do this and very quickly press right there, because when I tried it out just ahead of time, I accidentally set some stuff. So now you're good. So yeah, you currently have a general or an admiral, but no one really assigned there. It's more just a group right now with some different groupings of ships. I separated 2 of them for you, and those are the ones you're going to use for this invasion. Because everything, planes, boats, everything requires fuel, and we don't have too much of it. So I separated it, and Liberia, they don't really have any kind of defense, so it's going to be fine with a very small navy. But it's still quite far, so I exclusively removed your battleships from the main part of the navy. There are technically 2 kinds of ships. Capital ships, longer range, more made for fighting, and screens, who are made for anti-submarines and to defend your heavier, more expensive ships. Right now, we're going to use our 2 capital ships that are in the very bottom of this current list. You can see Brazilian Social Republic Task Force, and they have 2 little cool ships right there, type of battleship.
Okay.
I want you to press select right there.
Select on these. Oh.
Right up here.
So I can't actually see your mouse cursor, so you have to you may have to click
right,
it. So
right.
That's a tough thing. Yeah, you'll say here, and I'll be like, oh, select. Okay, actually select. Okay, cool.
So now you said I only want to touch these units, and you can also see it in the bottom above your admiral. You can see that only the very far right ones are highlighted.
Gotcha.
So you can see that they have the same thing like armies, a couple of different buttons, but here I'm more like, what's my current active order? So first of all, before you press any one of those buttons, I want you to right-click. If you go, just zoom a bit here, you can see that this current naval invasion order passes through Cape Verde. If you just go out again, Cape Verde and the Gulf of Guinea. So you need to basically select, if you right-click Cape Verde and right-click Gulf of Guinea, now when you have the fleet selected.
Nope. Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Do I have to shift click or just? I did right click and I swear it didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's that way. Okay, seems like I'm talking out of my ass, but okay, let's select an order first, just to make sure everything works properly. So yeah, just go down right here instead. Never mind, guys. Don't listen to what Daniel's saying. He's only played this game for 6,000 hours. No, actually more than that. So yeah, we're just gonna take a quick look. So right now they have everything else. They have naval exercise. They have patrol, strike force, convoy raiding, convoy escort, mining and mine sweeping for special ships right here, and then naval invasion support. And that's the order we want to use right now. But just quickly mentioning what the orders do. Patrol is basically you assign them to an area and they're going to patrol that area constantly, be out of port, draining fuel, but also searching for the enemy ships in a certain area.
Okay.
Strike force is if you have a quicker force patrolling, and when they engage an enemy, a strike force will move from their port to the area they are assigned and help those ships.
Okay.
Convoy raiding, they're out on port just looking for specifically convoys that might be trading, transferring troops. And well, convoy escort, you protect your escort, which might be something you want to do right now.
Okay.
But since it's fine, we're gonna just transfer with naval invade.
Famous last words.
Yeah, exactly. You are gonna select naval invasion support. I want you to click there, and now I want you to click on Cape Verde, and I want to Gulf Guinea. So click on the actual regions.
So just anywhere
anywhere there,
Alright,
and I want
sweet.
the other one as well.
Awesome.
Cool. Now you've told them that any kind of naval invasion in those areas, they're gonna move to the port where your troops are, and once you execute that order, they will follow your troops until their invasion point. And once your troops are actually attacking right there, they will also help by firing on the ground to support your troops.
All right. Cool. All right.
Cool. You're done with Navy. But you could also assign an admiral if you want to in the top left corner, the same as generals.
Let's add a wee man. He's just 1-1-1-1.
Yeah.
1.
It's
Really?
something. It's something.
Is this just real bad luck, or do your naval dudes just are not great to start with?
As Brazil, they're not great to start with. Maybe they were more, but they're also kind of more generic nation, so we haven't really done a deep dive into everything just yet. And now the only thing that's kind of missing is airplanes.
Okay, let's do it.
So if you zoom in beneath the socialist part of the name, you can see that there's a little black airplane right there on the map.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay.
You press right there. Okay, yes. You can see that this is an airbase that rooms 800 airplanes, but you have... Oh my god, really fell ill. It's only 30 days, so it's fine, but... God damn it. So that would give you a penalty currently to that division, but it's fine since it's only 30 days. You can see that there's...
airplanes, woof.
What?
Like, I guess 800 airplanes when it comes to war isn't like that many, but like 800 airplanes is a lot of airplanes.
Yeah, but in general for wars you might have a couple thousand deployed on different areas. But for South America, it's like you're not gonna fill this. This is just I gave you a bunch more extra just in case.
Okay.
But you can see that it's working kind of similar to navies.
Oh, am I kind of an aircraft mode now?
First.
Oh,
But you don't have any generals. You don't have anything like that. You just have the airplanes on equipment. So if you look far up here, you can see that there's a button blinking in the top left corner, almost top left corner. You press right there, and you can see you have two heavy fighters that are currently in storage.
Because we were making them.
Yeah, exactly. So I want you to click both of them to the right side. And I also want you to edit the amount of the limit they have right now. Currently, if you would produce more planes, they would get to storage, and you have to individually tell them to move over. If you check above here, you can see 2 out of 2.
Okay.
Well, I want you to click right there, and just press on the +100. So it moves to the closest 100 space, which is 100 right now, and you set limit, and then OK. So
the planes that I make are always going to sit in reserve until I move them to this to this area. Is there a way to just say, hey, don't sit in reserve, just go to the airbase?
That's exactly what you did right now.
Oh, that's exactly what I did. Okay, good.
You set them to that 100 planes should go here before they get into stockpile again.
Okay, sweet.
So now it takes a small while for them to actually fly from the stockpile to the area you assign them to. But this large area around the circle is kind of the range that that plane have and how well they will operate. As you can see, you don't reach too much of their area right now, but it's okay. That's also why I gave you heavy fighters, so you actually reach them. If you had normal fighters or close air support or something, they probably wouldn't have enough range to actually help you in this battle. But I want to give you something to try it. And now you can see there are 6 planes instead of the 2 you assigned.
Oh, yeah. Good work,
so
factories.
Yeah. So now you're actually on the F3 map mode. It automatically switched to the air map mode, and you can kind of see that there are different zones like they were in the naval area. So these are the different zones you assign your planes to. So I want you to, well, since we're gonna declare war, if I switch to map mode 1 against Colombia, and your airplane is right there, I want you to assign them to just the Amazon zone right now. You click on the planes, specifically, now you click on the airbase, but now you click on the actual planes. Oh, well, you have them selected at the same time. You select all the different planes in an airbase, airbase, and then you right-click on the Amazon.
Cool.
So now they're told they're in this zone, but they're currently not doing anything. If we check the top left corner, they have the same kind of bar, like generals have, like navies have, with different kinds of orders. But here they're a bit more restrictive. Fighters can do, well, air superiority, and they can do interception. If you had bombers, now that parsec symbol is in the way right there, they can do close air support, and some planes can do strategic bombing, and so on, really. Depending on what type of planes you have currently assigned to that area. But having air superiority while you fight is just slightly gonna reduce the enemy's defense, because holy shit, the enemy has airplanes in the air, we don't have anything, I'm scared, reduces defense. So I want you to press right there. And now you told them that they're gonna do air superiority in that region once we're at war. They won't do anything unless you're at war. So technically you could train them to make them a bit better, but training airplanes might be super damaging, since it's a resource that it's kind of expensive, and once you lose a plane, you lose a plane. That's something you might do when you actually train. So since we're a small economy, we don't have too many planes, I wouldn't recommend it right now, especially since we're challenging an area that has no planes. So it's going to be all right either way.
And to confirm, you said that, I think it was either last week or the week before, that any sort of training is going to use up a percentage of your equipment, right? So, okay. Cool.
Airplanes is a bit more, you can be a bit more lucky not having as many accidents. But,
but it's also a higher risk because you lose an airplane. Okay, cool.
Yeah, while if you lose a gun, you're producing like 4 per day. While airplanes, you're producing maybe 4 per month.
Right.
Declare war. Or, one thing first, you're going to do one of my things that I think is the best thing ever.
Save?
Because you could have trained troops.
Okay,
or you could have untrained troops on the field. And you can quickly deploy them before they're fully trained. And that's what we're going to do, because we only have 14 divisions right now. I would like a few more on the front line. So you go to the deploy menu. Where you set troops on training.
Oh, okay. Deploy menu.
The tank with arrow beneath it.
Cool.
Oh, actually, you just deployed any troops. God damn it. But while we could keep going a tiny bit, they're going to get training slowly but steadily. As soon as they reach 20%, so we're going to have to check it a tiny bit, you can press this button to deploy all divisions that can be deployed. So basically, you give them very basic training, and then just out on the field. Now, quickly, hurry.
Right.
Because we want to do as much as possible.
All right, let's do this.
Do war.
Do war. I don't have any friends. All right, so we did declare war. Let's. Okay. So, so.
A small little arrow above your general.
Yeah, no, it was just more like, should I just make all the things happen at once with this digger, or should I do them separately?
Right now, you do it separately, because with field marshals, you could technically make an order with the field marshal and execute everything from there. But right now, we have set everything on an individual basis.
Okay, cool. I want to just activate the plan.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything else to need to do.
Kill them. Do it. But right now, we are currently not at war with Iberia. We just have to wait until Colombia actually calls them into the war. And then we'll push it. So just unpause, and you will see your troops, and they call them in instantly. So you can just execute that order as well, and your troops will naval invade as soon as they can.
I know. There's too many exciting things happening, and I can't zoom into both of them at the same time. How sad.
That's why you zoom out.
I know, but it's not as
And just enjoy the
satisfying.
view right now.
Can you see those wee men doing the thing?
Just zoom in, and you can see currently on your right side that they're currently moving, now naval invading there. And you can also see that your troops are advancing into Colombia.
Yeah, so you do have to, even though it's very clear that green is good and red is bad, what are these numbers?
Okay, yeah, let's see. Do we have time for that? We have time for it. So
Right,
let's
go
just
for it.
do a very quick look at it right now. So currently, you can see that I press on this one. It means green, and it's pointed to them. Means that your divisions is currently attacking this division.
Okay.
And that means you're under attack. You're on the attacking side right here. You can see that your current general on both sides. It's a generic portrait. It's not your general on both sides.
Clone.
Different names, but you can see that currently your divisions are using, like, attacking with 48 soft attack. They currently have a hard attack of 7.5. Soft attacks used against soft targets like people. Hard attack used against harder target like tanks.
We are soft.
And breakthrough, well, can they... How many attacks they will attempt to do against the enemy. And so the defense value, how many times they will attempt to, well, deflect the attacks, I guess. The hard attack they have, the soft attack the enemy units have. Combat width, we'll go through that later.
Right.
Like, it's very important, but
from other Paradox games, what that may entail. So
it's a bit similar, but in Hoi it's also quite different. It's super important against certain nations in certain situations. It's not at all important in smaller wars and easier wars.
Okay. Makes sense.
But currently you can see that your division's attacking, you have higher values versus their lower values, so it's usually going pretty good right now.
You got bigger numbers, everything's good.
Exactly, pretty much, you have bigger numbers. But you can also see, if you hold over a certain value, what penalizes it, what's good, what's currently giving from all your different sources, from research, from the general itself, from the different tactic they shows. That was a very bad explanation of what this means, but you can find all the info, what the different things means from different tooltips everywhere. This is just a very, very high estimate that might be completely wrong, but you're currently winning quite heavily. That's why you have a high number, and you can see it will last about this many days left.
Okay.
I think it's better to wait a tiny bit with all the deeper explanations, what everything does, but...
No, for sure.
You can click on it and you can just hover everything to basically see where does all the values come from and what's currently going on. Take a quick look right here. Your troops are currently trying to push in here. And a good notice right now is, since we're naval invading with capital ships, and only capital ships, like the bigger, heavier ships, you can see shore bombardment. They're currently shooting on the ground forces, trying to defend and to help your marines to actually invade. And you can see right here, they have a naval penalty. This describes the current terrain your units are in and what helps them or what might not be helping them. Right now, there are 2 bad modifiers for them, since, well, naval invading is super hard during these times. Well, during probably these times as well in real life, but
luckily, it's really fluctuating between 9 and 18 right now, so they're having a wild party there.
The day and night cycles.
Yeah.
There are some tech that reduces the night penalty, night vision, but...
okay, cool.
Right now, I think you're about to win that battle at any moment. And even though Colombia United, well, in real case, annexed many other reasons, but United seems to be going quite well here as well. But here's when a couple more divisions could work out. So, you actually invaded and took Liberia right now. So you got a bunch more equipment.
Good job, boats and men on boats.
So I want you to just press OK, great news. But now I want you to force deploy these divisions. So you tell them, you're not done, ready, out with you anyway. Get out. And now they were deployed where you told them, assigned to this order, so they'll try to sort it out as quickly as possible. And
are they still set to default to use railroads, or would I have to select them again and say, hey,
you have to select them and do it individually.
you want me to do
Oh
it?
god, your front line's actually split in two right now.
Oh,
You
I
managed
don't
to
like
push.
it. Oh no.
You managed to push in right here.
Okay.
So the computer, as well as it could, tried to split up so it
border
becomes a
door.
bit more even between those front lines. But you'd have to individually manage. So in the case of, well, I want actually a few more divisions right here and a few less right here. But unfortunately, we don't have time for that.
They're just gonna wait. They're just gonna stand there for a whole week.
Well, actually,
Sorry,
I think they're
guys.
gonna stand there forever. I think
Oh,
we're
okay.
actually gonna move on to a larger nation next time, if this is something
Sorry,
you
guys.
would like to see more of. And yeah, I had a blast really teaching, even though I stumbled a bit in the beginning, but I think it generally worked out.
No,
How do you feel?
you're good. No, I feel good.
Off the
You answered
landing.
all my questions and things made sense. I can ask for anything more.
Yes, hopefully we will continue with this. I liked it. Hopefully you did as well. We're probably going to move on to larger nations, so you have a bit more feeling of how the entire war went out and how maybe England, I think. France would probably be a bit too hard, but
okay.
yeah, how you can play as England, and there are lots more to do right there, like several different fronts, more airplanes management, more naval management.
Right, yeah.
But I think you can handle it right now. You had a basic check of, I think, every system in the game except some decisions and spies, but both of that works excellent if we're going to use England to, well, harass Germany a tiny bit. But anyway, depends on how it was. It was still a pleasure to have you here, Fiona, as every other week.
Thank you for teaching me, Daniel.
And hopefully we'll see all you guys next week as well.